G'day everyone, thanks for stopping by. Look, today I'm in one of my favourite places, just a little campsite that's a little bit off bush, I suppose you'd call it, which is close enough to town, close enough to where I live, but far enough away to not be where I live, if you know what I mean. This weekend's video is a little bit Ozito mania. You can see all the Ozito gear we've got in the back of the car. Ozito reached out again, got in touch. Thank you very much, Ozito. Hi, Rebecca. Asked me if I was interested in doing any more reviews on some more of the Ozito Power Xchange 18-volt battery-powered tools, etc. I said, yep, absolutely, yes, please. And this time, they've sent me a whole bunch of gear, and I'm very appreciative of this. It's great to be able to do some extra reviews. Now, if you've got any questions with this, through my interactions with Ozito, I've basically said, look, if I've got any questions, are you guys happy to field them? And they said, yes, absolutely. So if you've got any questions regarding any of this gear, feel free to put it down in the comments. If I don't know the answer through my experience with the gear, I'm more than happy to pass that question on to Ozito. Yeah, it's obviously going to take a few days. Give me some time to get that done, but happy to answer those questions for you. But outside of Ozito sending me this gear for the purpose of review at no charge, I have no additional affiliation with them. If you watch the channel or you watch other videos that I do on the channel, you'll see that I have a combination of gear that I do reviews on, whether it be stuff that I've purchased, whether it be new or second-hand. I acquire a lot of my stuff on Gumtree, whether it might be other gear that friends have got, or very occasionally I'll get some stuff sent to me for the purpose of the review, and I'll go through that. So we're at the back of the car, and we've got all this Ozito stuff that we've got to go through. The same as with all the videos, I want some time with the gear so I can actually give you an honest review and give you some information about it. I don't want to just pull it out of the box, read the side of the box, and only give you information that you're going to be able to get from going in store or looking at the product online. So what I like to be able to do, spend some time with the product, use it in a number of different scenarios, and then come back to you once I've had a little bit of time with it and give you an idea of what I think about it. Now, keeping in mind, some of the stuff that they've sent out to me, I'm not an expert in any of this stuff, so I'm really just talking about it from an end user perspective, how I would feel about these products if I went and spent my hard earned on it. We've already done the little 18-volt chainsaw review. That's a little 4 amp hour battery on it. I really love this for camp. Jeez. If you want to see the in-depth review of the little 18-volter up in the left-hand corner, I'll put cards for all these up in the left-hand corner as we talk about the different products, if I've already got a video on it, or of course if you have a look in the description below, you'll see the full reviews or the links to the reviews of these other products. Now, something else they've sent me, we've got an 18-volt vacuum cleaner. Now, who would have thunk? When all this stuff turned up at work, the one thing that everybody seemed to be interested in, the guys in particular, was the 18-volt vacuum. Now, I didn't get that, but now that I've started using it, it's very handy. Literally, I'm camping, I'm in the middle of nowhere. If I wanted to, I could vacuum out my car. Not that that's going to happen, because this buffhead down here is going to get back in the car and make a mess of it anyway. In the meantime, what can I tell you about the vacuum? I have used it in a number of different circumstances. I had to get under the sink the other day. I had some potatoes and some onions that have been sitting there. I think I've had a bit of a leak under the sink. They've gotten wet and they've started to grow. So rather than going and pulling out the corded one, running the cord out, and it takes a couple of minutes to get set up. I already had the battery in this when we were playing around with it at work. So to be able to grab this and go and stick it under the sink, take it with you, put it down where you need to be and turn it on, that was excellent. I never thought I'd enjoy a vacuum as much. Don't tell anybody, please. Stephen, shut up. I think this is going to be really good for the Caravan. I don't always have the Caravan hooked up to power when I'm at home, but this gives me the ability to just pick it up and take it into the Caravan. I don't have to run cables out from the shed and all that sort of stuff and power that. For cleaning out the car, it's going to be awesome. Now, this is a wet dry, something that's very handy for the shed. The guys at work were a bit curious about what sort of power we're going to get out of an 18-volt battery as far as a vacuum goes, and it's pretty reasonable. It's not the most powerful vacuum that I've ever used. The one that I've got at home, Electrolux or something, it was not top dollar, but it was about $1,000 for this vacuum, and it's a ripper. It almost wants to pull your skin off. It is that good, but it was $1,000. I'm going to put the costs up on the screen, because to be honest, I'm not real sure. I had a quick look when all this stuff turned up, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I've got a feeling this may be somewhere around about $100 for the skin. When I give you prices, I'm going to give you prices for skins unless I specify otherwise. It does come with wheels, so you can put wheels on the back. I actually don't mind it without the wheels, because you can just carry it and drop it where you want to put it. Switch on the front, little lifter here, and that's where your battery goes. 3 amp hour battery. Little door there. Slot your battery in, and away you go. It does come with a heap of accessories. So it comes with obviously your extension pole, the flat head, the little brush nozzle. We've got bags. We've got the little long nozzle that you use for getting your McDonald's chips out from beside the seat when you drop them down there. The wheels. All of these are going to be inside your vacuum when you actually get it. So if you can't find these in the box, don't panic. It's actually inside the vacuum. And there's also like a neoprene type foam thing if you're going to use it in wet mode. If you're just going to use it in dry, just pull it out, take all the gear that's in it out, start using it. Now here's a quick tip for you, something that I found very useful. I grabbed just an old bristle brush, pan brush, and I use that to get all the stuff out of the carpet. And you'll find that is very, very effective. Now there's one thing that's annoying me with this, and it's a simple thing. That's the end of your hose. And here's your extension nozzle. That fits onto the end of your extension nozzle. You've got plenty of those, nice, plenty of length. Same as any vacuum. When it comes to the end here, none of your pieces fit in. They're all the same diameter. And that one had me buggered. So I went back out and I had a look in the box. And in the box, you've got this little joiner. Basically it's a smaller diameter, slots in there, and then all of your other pieces, regardless of which one, go on there like that. Just to prove a point, that one there as well. Problem is, sometimes I want to use the extension, sometimes I don't. Now if I take that out, leave that in the shed, take this out of the car, how many bloody bits don't fit? And you got to go and get it and bring it back and put it in here just to use your bits. They should probably at least provide 2 of these, because if you lose this, you're stuffed. It's not that hard, I know. For something that is otherwise exceptionally convenient, it's great to be able to just pick up the vacuum and walk away with it, not have to worry about pulling out the lead, albeit that I do like sucking that lead up into the vacuum when I'm done. I think everybody does. Let's just check the capacity on our battery. Okay, and we're on the bones of our backside. I have been using this battery for a few other devices. I used it on the chainsaw the other day. I also used it on the reciprocating saw, and I've used it on the vacuum quite a bit. So we'll take that, throw it back in the shed, and we'll grab a charged one. Much better. Actually, feels like it's got a lot more power too, so that battery must have been reasonably flat when I stuck it in. I love how light it is, just to be able to pick it up and throw it around. The real benefit of this, and this is exactly the same as the feedback that I had with that little hybrid air compressor, inflator, deflator, is not necessarily the fact that the tool is particularly fantastic. It is what it is. It's a vacuum. It does what it does. They're convenient. You can pick them up, you can grab them, you can go. You don't need to worry about wires and being connected somewhere else. I know it's not super exciting, but again, just being able to pick it up and go, bloody brilliant. I can't believe I'm having so much fun with a bloody vacuum. But I am testing. This is for testing purposes. This is what I do for you. I would not normally have this much fun with a vacuum. I promise you. Vacuum. Now, just to show you how convenient it is, I couldn't do this with a normal vacuum. Well, I probably could, but I wouldn't. But you can see where I'm going with this. It's so light. I'm gonna give my solar panels a clean. Now, because this is a wet dry vac, wouldn't be much of a review if we didn't try and suck up some water. So I've got a bucket down here. We're going to chuck the vacuum in and we'll see how well that does. I suppose it sucks that up. Yeah. Probably not that fast. Better find out. So that's pretty quick. Took it up very quick. Okay, so as you can see there, me and my old man were both very impressed with how quickly that sucked up the water. When I first said I was going to do that, Dad said, no, it's not going to suck that up very quick. And I said, oh, well, we'll see how it goes. And it sucked it up bloody quick. I've just gone through another battery. Now this was a 4 amper. And look, I have had this just running and doing everything basically, so I'm doing more than I normally would. So this would be sufficient to probably clean a car normally, but considering that mine has had timber and all sorts of stuff in it, and I'm literally tearing it apart, going top to bottom, giving it a really good clean. This is certainly power hungry, so I think if you're going to be using this, and you're going to need to use it for a considerable amount of time, because I was considering when I finish here going and doing the Caravan, I thought I might have gotten through with one battery. I wasn't quite aware how hungry it was going to be, so probably get yourself a couple of batteries, or at least get yourself a big 5 amper. You're not running this off a 1.5 amp or a 2 amp, so probably a 4 or a 5 is probably recommended. And of course when you're done, it all just packs up. Just put that around there. With your nozzles, or your extensions, and just plug in down there. So pick up, take it anywhere you need to go. So that's it, guys. So that's it, guys. That is a review of the Power Xchange 18 volt. So that's it, guys. That's the review of the Power Xchange 18 volt Ozito vacuum. Very, very handy, and I quite like this. I particularly like how easy it is, how light it is to pick up, and how easy it is to carry around with all the kit on it.
And a battery operated.
Yeah.
Ah.
Pretty handy. To pick it up, walk around.
Yeah.
It sucks the batteries, but I guess that's what you need to do to make that sort of power. From a power perspective, it's certainly efficient. Certainly not the best vacuum I've ever used from a suction perspective, but for a shop vac or something like that, it's pretty much on par with everything else I've used. Now out working on the reciprocating saw and the pruner that they've sent out to me as well. Review of that coming up soon. So chuck me a sub or something like that if you want to see these in action. In the meantime, I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers, guys.